Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. Well, in all fairness, I would have eventually arrived at the conclusion that this is not working when I would have reached to this line over here. That's why it's a very good idea to put the limiters up front. Is this steel? No, that's titanium, but I believe that steel is somewhere around titanium. So that's steel. I'll grab about 300 of these. I do not have any of these though, which is extremely annoying. And well, I could craft if I grab some prisms. Prisms are made out of glass if I'm not mistaken. That's silicon. That's silicon something. Titanium. This is my glass build. Okay, apparently these were not limited, so if I'm there, I might as well. And I will just craft the hell out of them. I don't care all that much about crafting time. Now let's go ahead. I'll try to keep that corner intact. I'll see if that's actually feasible. But that being said, let's go ahead with the next build. And the next build will actually be quite interesting. I need to get these ones in there. Let's get power in. Now, this build, well, this is gonna be struggling, but that's life, I guess. This build will actually be one of probably the shortest in the game. And that is because we are finally doing the dreaded Casmir crystals. Or I don't know about everybody else, but at least for me, the dreaded Casmir crystals. So this one goes over here. This one goes over here. Now, Casmir crystals are a slow build. They're 4 seconds, not the fastest, but not the slowest either. But they require 12 hydrogen per second, which will greatly decrease our throughput. Remote demand, local, you know what, local demand as well. And I am tempted, I'm actually gonna increase that. This one is gonna be a painful one as well because it's currently building with rare resources. And the last one was carbon nanotubes? No, graphene. Well, this is rare resources as well, but we have a bit more abundance when it comes to the resources. Let's get proliferator in, the usual quantity, and Casmir crystals is gonna be local supply, remote supply. Limit to this for now. these are all bringing hydrogen here. And let's do a bit of belts. Can this work? No, that might not work. I don't need to super compress it. This can join over here. And I will try to do a similar build on the other side. So Casmir crystals, because it requires 12, so 1 to 12, that's a pretty imbalanced build. We will have one lane of, how many spaces? 2 spaces in between, like that and like this. And I think that one goes on the thick line over here. Yep, that looks correct. So because it requires such a high amount of hydrogen, we'll get 8 lanes of hydrogen out. Theoretically, we can do with just 7, but 8 seems like a more balanced number. And then 1 lane of each of the other 2 things. I will get proliferator out over here and let's have it like this. Can I produce these? Yes, I can. Oh, really? That was a bit of a surprise that I need to actually make those things. So proliferator. I'll have the belts just continue along. This will not need to be merged or anything. They seem to be in line, which is nice. So I'll have can I get belts in if I do it like this? A bit of a funky diagonal here, but I'll take it. It serves the purpose. This should all be in line. This is gonna be just double stack, obviously. And we need to split these two. So let's get one splitter here, the other splitter, make sure that the belt is not in the way over there. We can now burn fuel faster. So difficult to see where the belt meets. And there's gonna be just the 1 lane of output. I will need to get it all the way at the back here. Now, can I get it? Sure, I'll do it like this. I thought that would be enough to get it down, but apparently it isn't. And that's not enough to... Okay, so... Oh, I can do it like this. It would have been interesting to be able to rotate. Okay, so... Casmir crystals are done in the assembly machines. It's a 3-lane build, so we're gonna be using the regular it would have been nice if it would have remembered the recipe, but we can just come all the way here and do a copy of 6 of these. I'm trying to make sure that I copy the right amount of... actually, this is 6, this is 8, and this is 10. Okay, that's good. I thought there was way more stuff in there. Fortunately, there wasn't. Let me try to make sure that this terrain is on level ground. And now let's try again. The center line is here. This seems a bit too aggressive, so I will do it like this. So the way I figure things out here is that it's easier to just change the recipes to Casmir crystal. We do have the alternate build, but the alternate build doesn't offer that much benefit, I think. 1 to 4 seconds, and it just replaces the titanium, which is... It does replace a rare resource with another rare resource and reduces 1 step of manufacturing, but other than that... Let's go a bit further so that our bots can travel faster. Yeah, it doesn't offer much in terms of production efficiency or complexity. I can still use the exact same build and just swap one for the other, although that is 8. It might, to some extent, it might actually be a worse recipe. Yeah, it requires 8 items. The throughput will go down substantially. So that's a really bad recipe. Anyway, what I want to make sure of is that hydrogen is on the... well, at least not on the left-hand lane, so on the middle lane. So this one will be the outermost. This one will be the outermost here as well. I will get hydrogen over and now, or under. This one can easily be on the inside here. This one can as well be on the inside. I will have to do over here. I'm not sure of the total throughput, but I wanted to avoid having this inserter that feeds theoretically two assembly machines on the most busy resource be throughput limited. Do I have any more junk? I hope I got rid of all the junk in the inventory that well, at least all the junk that I got because of this build. So that's that one. Looks like it is working. What a historic moment it'll be. Indeed. So Casmir crystals is one of the key milestones in the game. That being said, I need to set this output properly. Fortunately, I'm not producing just yet. So the throttle is the eight belts here. So it's 8 belts to compressed into how much is per factory? 12. I am just gonna put one level of stackers. You know what, I have plenty of space. I can put stackers. I can put the usual stackers. I haven't done the math on it, but I'm fairly sure that maybe except one at the very end, all the others are gonna be useless. But I will be optimistic about it. I will say that we are producing that much. Okay. Not okay. If I put the stacker over here. Yep, this is much better. And you're gonna merge over here. And well, we have Casmir crystals built and automated. As you can see, these guys are gonna struggle to keep up to the rate at which hydrogen is gonna be draining. And this is basically, well, theoretically a full build. This will be, this is just 1x, this is not 1.5, so that's the only upgrade that we need to do here for the final build. But I'm not gonna plot it down just yet. I will keep, however, room here for one other build like this. So if I plot it down, can I plot it down over here first? I think I can, and have it extremely compacted. And that is gonna end right where we have those iron veins. So let's mark. You know what? I'll mark over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Cool. I did craft a few, and when I say a few, I mean quite a few of these things. Might not be all that picky where I place them. I just want to get as many of them as I can. Some will have more efficiency than the others, but that's perfectly fine. Well, if it's just one square apart, I will look at getting more efficiency, but this is actually quite good. Can I squeeze in another one? 16%? Nope. I do not want a 16% geothermal plant. Okay, connect those. I think we can get something decent from these ones. Oh, that's really good. I saw 103 somewhere. How many do I have left? I have just 8 stations left. I am trying to cram as much as I possibly can in the non-equator regions. Collide to close. Okay, something can be done here. That's a 98, that's good. 63 seems like a bit too low though. 104, I'll take it. 97, I can probably get one there too. Let's have a look at the next. Oh, lack of item. Let's see how our power looks like now. Okay, there's quite a bit of buffer, I think. We are just at half. Obviously, not everything on the planet is working. If everything would be working, we would definitely have issues. But that's great. We have our Casmir production set up. Somewhere over here. There we have it. And so we have Casmir, we have titanium glass. With that we can go ahead and do plain filters, I believe. Let me quickly check. So this is an assembler recipe. Plain filters is the next one, which is the very long one. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have already picked the place. It wasn't with plastic. Yeah, I believe it was this lane. Very close to the equator. So it's over. Yeah, it's right on the equator. It goes all the way here. We said that supermagnetic rings have a length of 22.5. So 23, let's see where that brings us. So we need to go to the super magnetic rings build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that's a 6. Seven, 8, 9. Okay, so this is 10. This is 14, and I just need 10 more. That takes quite a bit of space. I will center it over here, I guess. So it starts like this. 4 squares, that's perfect. Now, okay, things are already being delivered here. I need to get 50 drones in. That's the bare minimum. So we're not doing quantum chips, although we are just one step away from quantum chips. We are doing plane filters. This is a to-build recipe. It is requiring titanium glass. No, not titanium glass, plane filters and Casmir crystals. So plane filters. Let's have a chat with these guys. Like, I get it, they're upset that they weren't invited to the party, but yeah, all my things are at the other pole. I need to get... Oh, fortunately there are resources in literally every single LS. Pretty easy to get by. I need to get not 10, I just want 1. And I'll get the other afterwards. Make sure that I remove these ones because they drain quite a bit of power. Geothermal station. Is this connected? No, it's not. I could get some of these things. Well, they are pretty expensive. Anyway, that is even more power, so we'll take it. I am very curious why research is yet again blocked, but I'm not gonna look into that right now. Okay, I am trying to build plane filters here that require titanium glass. Okay, plane filter is the output. I need to limit this quickly. I am tempted on limiting Casmir even more, but I'll leave it to temptation only. Okay, so this is a 1-to ratio. It is so extremely confusing that the grid size is exactly the same. Like, it makes absolutely no sense to not keep it in the same order. Plane filters, there they are. One Casmir to two titanium thingies. Well, as the image suggests it. So we're gonna do 3 outputs on this side. With a merger happening over there. 3. Now this is a bit annoying. I guess I'm gonna turn this one around and do this one like this. So we have one going straight on the center. We'll have these 3 coming over here. We'll have just one outbound lane, and we'll have proliferation coming through on the other side. So through the side here, plenty of space. We'll have the inbound lane going that way, so we'll have 9, then we'll have just 11 lanes, and that's perfectly fine. This one can come like this. I forgot to add my 4 purples. A bit annoying that this is still not connected. Well, I guess I'll do something to get the connection going. Let's get this one going. This one actually is the one that needs to split. And we don't need to cram things up for this build. We can do it over here. I hope I'm not gonna regret this, but I will leave the extra space there. So this can be... I might actually move those just so that they align properly. Yeah, I'll slightly move these lanes to come so this is gonna be through here. This is gonna come through there. I can align these. Okay, so I think that this is gonna be the setup here. That's connected. I purposefully didn't connect the outputs. This one needs to be over on this side, perfectly mirrored. So this one comes over there, this one comes over here. This one joins, and this one goes like this. There's gonna be the throughput lane, which is gonna merge somewhere around here and then come around the back and Get in there. I might need to... So let's see, this way and this way. No problem connecting that. Can this connect over here? This cannot connect, unfortunately, so I'll need to elevate this over here. Get rid of the excess proliferator. Two power poles over there. One, two, three, and four. I do like the symmetry, but somewhere we'll have to give up on the symmetry part. So I think I can do something like this. There's no proper space to put the stacker if I stack these two first. That's why I'm taking this belt all the way over to the other side. I would assume that I can still place power poles in between. That is affirmative. And let's see, I want not the quantum chips, but the plane filters. Let's do sorters. I can put both at the bottom and at the top. So let's see, middle is gonna be... Come on. That was weird. This can be in the middle, I think. No. Okay, I need to copy the recipe here. This one needs to be at the bottom. And now I should be able to... What's happening? I've set this as input. My bad. And I've set this one as input too. That's why it's always a good idea to double check before doing something. Okay, I have recipes now. And I will like to test out that build. I'm learning from my previous mistakes. Everything is working. It's a extremely long recipe. I think it's this long. I'll have to double check. Well, I will get a confirmation immediately if it's wrong. But the length seems fine. When I blueprint, I want to copy the whole thing. So will that actually... Oh my god, look at that. The belts actually merge if I drag the belt just long enough. Now this is an extremely slow build. I might actually employ the help of some babs over here. Is that in build range? That's in build range too. That too. I might be overkilling it now. Really? That you didn't have power because a power pole was not set? This looks good. How many did I put? I guess I could do copy and this should tell me 18. Really? 18? Oh, I was going in pairs of 2, so yeah, I put it 9 times, that's 18. Well, 18 times 4. So the blueprint needs to be like this. I just want to make it an even 20. Now these things will drain a ton of power. Maybe I've overdone it? I am producing at a decent rate and this will hopefully stop. But there we have it, our very own plane filter build. It is looking really awesome. I do want to turn that off. And yeah, I will do one last thing for this episode because I noticed that Sirius 4 is extremely close to home. So power over there is on the brink, but it holds. Our research is dead once again, and I'm assuming that it will have something to do with one resource or the other overflowing. Maybe hydrogen overflowing, I don't know. That's why I want to have a look. So this is not working because well, this says that there's no particle broadband. This used to work. I'm fairly sure that it used to work. Fortunately, we're very close to it. Maybe I've never connected the output lanes? Maybe. Obviously, I would have never connected the output lanes because I copied that from the blue build. And for those of you that were screaming at me this whole time, I am truly sorry. There we have it. Purple science is back on the menu. Energy is no longer back on the menu. Energy is now getting fully depleted, or it's barely hanging in there. Red science is constantly going. Blue science is stopped. Yellow science is constantly going or getting very close to being filled up. This will start draining science again, so it is what it is. I have a ton of junk in my inventory, but again, it is what it is. And now that our science is once again running and we have our plane filters, the next thing that I will want to do in the next episode is get quantum chips automated. Quantum chips are gonna be quite important, and I might consider doing some more advanced researches because it is one of the core ingredients here. It is a core ingredient here as well, but this requires rare resources. This requires rare resources that we do not have. This one doesn't. So we might be able to get some of them, get some upgrades. I don't know if getting those upgrades right now is gonna be the smartest idea because we will not have the power to sustain the upgrade. That being said, I might do it. Might as well do it sooner rather than later so that I don't have to upgrade later more. I will have a think about it. But that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you here next time.